Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. In this video, I just wanted to go through Dahlia. Now, I've already done a unit review on Dahlia. I thought I'm going to give a couple more tests over the course of the next couple of days, just to make sure that I'm not wrong about where she stands. And even Chrono Mirage has changed his opinion of her. At first, he thought she was very low tier, same as me. I didn't think very much of her, but the fact that she copies 100% of the buffs means that she is. Oh, it's a 100% chance to copy the buffs of a target. That is the most impactful thing. Now, I've been playing around with her a little bit just to see where she fits in. And I think specifically you need Halissa on the team, and specifically in the same row. I've thrown Ophelia in there just because she's a fun unit and she provides that Sanctuary Blessing. Now, if, say, for example, Halissa gets attacked and then Ophelia does provide the Sanctuary Blessing, it comes after, so there is a chance to copy the Sanctuary Blessing as well, because it is a stack, it is a buff. And the reason that Atrops is in there is because when she does do her buff, so she does her 40% buff, it can be copied. So that buff can be copied because it's not part of the attack stacks, it's not part of the damage stacks, it is a completely separate stack there as well. So let's jump into some gameplay. I'll show you what I mean. So the reason that I've got Audrey on the team is just because I enjoy Audrey. She does copy shields, so she does provide that additional defensive bonus effectively. So you see there, when she stole the shield, she then dished it out to the rest of the team as well. So it just gives us the additional survivability which you need, especially in PvP. It's really, really challenging in PvP to find a team that you're not wiped out by sort of turn 1, turn 2. The only team really that you can do that against is the Avengers. So the other teams, if you're up against Dooms, you're dead by turn 1 sometimes, maybe if you're lucky turn 2. This team though, I am very, very much enjoying, because now that we're in round 2, HP goes up drastically. So we can see here Audrey doing 1,000 million, and then effectively, because of the fortitude, that is the only reason that they survived. It's just silly. And even Ophelia, who isn't supposed to be doing too much damage, is still able to do 179 million. 1,000 million from Audrey. Sorry if you can hear seagulls in the background. I am on holiday at the moment, but I needed to get this video out because of just what a crazy unit she is. Now, the other combination that I have been trying is this. So we'll take you out, take you two out, put you in. In fact, we'll take you out. We'll go to Wukong here. It looks a bit strange. Because it is. Now really what we need is Wukong. One sec. Sorry about that, I just had to close the window. You may still be able to hear background noise, is what it is. But the interaction that I really wanted to show off with Dahlia is this one specifically. We're not going to put Eudora in this team. We could do. So we could take out Atrops and put Eudora in, but I think this is the most suitable option. I'm keeping the relics the same. You wouldn't typically use these relics in PvP. You can use them in PvE because it doesn't really matter. You're just going to be you would be doing too much damage. But the interaction that I wanted to show off was this one specifically. So whenever Dahlia takes action, she will switch, and now with the update to the Elysian synergy, or the switching mechanic, now, moving forward. She will switch with Wukong, which will give him an extra stack of his basic attack damage. You really do need him up to 7 stars, because whenever they switch, as you just saw them, whenever they switch, he will grant a stack of Holy Shield as well. So granting that stack of Holy Shield can really benefit the team, especially if you get him up to 7 stars, which I do plan to do when he is released via Oath. The reason that I've got a copy of him now is because I got the seasonal pass. Now, as you can see, we're not doing as much damage as we were previously, but she did switch, and we are still doing sort of 14,000 damage. Nowhere near with Halissa on the team, but the interaction remains the same. If a unit were to do it, or were to die, or to kill an enemy unit, he will switch. What I really want to get to is the, which is a shame I don't think we'll be able to, I want to get to his basic attacks, just to show you how many basic attacks he's actually doing. Now, the reason that I wanted to show off that interaction is primarily because of this 7-star ability. So at 7 stars, whenever Wukong triggers the swap effect, Wukong the swapped ally gain 1 stack of Holy Shield, and Wukong performs a basic attack. Now, when Wukong performs a basic attack, depending on how many times he has swapped, he will do excess basic attacks. What I wanted to show off, but can't really show off, not yet anyway. I will be doing a lot of videos on it when I finally get round to it. But what I wanted to show off is the Elysian synergy. So I'm not able to unlock that. I'll show it off tomorrow in the video tomorrow. Now I did beat so I did beat Hell 2, and I beat Hell 1 as well, using various different teams, various different setups. Primarily, this is the team that I used to beat Hell 2, and this is the secondary team as well, which I used to beat Hell 2, second team. So what I don't really want to mess this up though, so I won't do it. But the Elysian synergy, Wukong swaps like crazy. So effectively, every time they swap, him and Dahlia, their buffs will double, or his buffs will double. That includes the Holy Shield stack. That will include the Atrops buff. That will include his attack stacks, defense stacks, shield stacks as well. Everything gets copied when these two switch, and especially with the Elysian synergy, when they're switching all the time. They really are switching all the time, and I can see now what they were going for with the swap mechanic. I think refining it has made it much more powerful, specifically because it's not a random swap anymore. You will swap between Dalia and Wukong if you have both of them on the front row. They will both get the stacks of Holy Shield. She will copy his buffs, and then they'll swap again the next time any of them take action, and then they'll keep swapping back and forth. He will build up very quickly, and he will become very powerful very quickly. The only problem with that strategy is the Mystic Forge is in this slot where Karnak is, so these two won't get the added effects. Potentially, what you can do is have something like this, where Dahlia has the potential to swap. Dahlia has the potential to swap with Wukong and get into the Mystic Fountain as well. Potentially, you want it like this, so that Wukong will swap with Dahlia, Dahlia will swap with Halissa, and so on and so forth, and you'll have that back row just building up and building up and building up. Really powerful effect. Really, really powerful effect. But you know, like I said, it is what it is. I can see what they were going for with these units, and I do understand. Let's just try one more setup before I finish off the video. What I want to do is I want to go Astrid, and I want to go Seraphina, and we'll switch between these, and I just want to see what sort of damage that we're doing with this setup here.
I really like Dahlia. She's a very interesting unit to me. I think she does a lot more than just damage. She does do massive damage. She really does. But the potential to copy buffs is crazy. If there's a buff that comes out, like Sanctuary, like, well, I know you can't copy Blessing, but like, what's the other one? Awaken. If you can copy that buff, you know, if there is a buff which, whatever new buffs will come out, she's going to be able to copy. It's going to be mental. I promise you, it's going to be mental. She's going to be a really important part moving forward of the meta, I suspect. But it's just finding a proper place and a proper team for her. So here, we'll copy all of the buffs granted. So Astrid doing respectable 5,600. We're doing a respectable 7,000 there. And she's doing 16,000 million. I mean, Seraphina down, is what it is. But, oh my goodness me. That is mental damage. I've never seen damage like this on this stage before. I just don't understand. It's crazy damage. That's what I mean. So, and she didn't even do the most damage. I think it's because you can only do a set amount of damage to these units. Like, I think the cap is 3,500, 3,600, something like that. But that's the maximum damage. I really do think she's a really vital. I mean, we'll try it again one last time. We'll just have a watch through. But I think she really is going to be vital moving forward for some of the tougher bosses. Specifically, what I'm trying to get at is boss missions are got to be a walk in the park with her here, able to output that much damage. I've not seen a team that can, one-shot the enemies. I've not seen a unit that can one-shot enemies like she's doing at the moment. Maybe, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, she's not that good. But the fact that she copies every single buff, HP increases, shields, attack, defense, every buff gets copied. It's up to the stack limit, by the way. It is up to the stack limit. There's no going over the stack limit. There's no cheating over the stack limit with her. But there is when Atrops double copies. Yeah, just mental damage. One shot in the entire enemy team here. I use this stage specifically. Because I'm not going to be, I'm not going to complete this mission. I will always use it as a testing ground for new units because it gives me a measure to go against. So when I compare, say, Eudora on this stage to Dahlia, I know what the difference is, and consistently it takes Eudora to turn 5 to beat them. I've seen Dahlia do it on turn 2. The only reason that I don't see it on turn 2, the turn 2 win, is because the Persephone has Fortitude. That is it. That is the only reason. It's just mental what kind of damage she's able to output and what she brings to the table as well. Just crazy. Absolutely mental. So yeah, yeah, mental. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. And if you do have any questions, any comments, anything that you want to know about, please do let me know. Thanks for watching. You have a great day.